Hello and welcome to the Soul Full of It podcast. I'm your host, Kari. Today's episode is my first ever mini-sode, where it's just going to be me and you and this conversation. If you enjoy this episode, please remember to go give me a 5-star rating on iTunes and share it out with your networks. All right, let's jump into this. Thanks guys for joining me on my solo first time around. I really wanted to talk about something that has been coming to me, maybe from spirit, maybe just higher self, that I feel really called to talk about. And that is this phrase, joy belongs to you. And I'm going to say it again because there's just so much power to that. And if you're in a car right now or you're somewhere that you can say it with me, I encourage you to say it with me, which might seem stupid and silly, but just do it. Entertain me. Joy belongs to you. Joy belongs to you. You say it for yourself. Joy belongs to me. Joy belongs to me. I want to talk about this because it's true and because it's powerful and because it can completely change your entire life if you let it, if you're willing to lean into it, to invite joy to have a seat at the table of your life and to look in the mirror and say it to yourself every day until you believe it, even if at first it feels fake and silly and stupid. I mean, I run an affirmation group, Affirmation Destination. If you haven't already caught wind of that, I talk about it most episodes on this podcast, and I always will because it's so important to me, because it changed my life, because it changed my relationship with myself, because it changed the way I see myself. And because of all of that, it changed my vibration. It changed how people see me outside of me. And it enabled me to step into this, to be here with you right now, doing this podcast. I wouldn't even have the ability to make this happen if I didn't believe that I deserve joy. So let's talk about that and unpack it a little bit more together. A lot of folks, I think, are avoiding joy because of guilt, because of shame, because of conditioning, because they believe that they deserve joy when. And then there's some qualifier. Well, okay, I'm going to be happy and let myself be happy when X, Y, Z. Or I don't deserve to be happy because of ABC, because of something else. The first step to inviting joy into your life and honing in on accepting and believing and vibrating with joy from your soul center is to forgive yourself, to let go of the things that you think, whether you're conscious of it or not. So you might need to sit with this and journal with it until you really can bring it to the surface of your consciousness. It's important that you forgive yourself for everything that you think are reasons why you don't deserve joy. I'm here to tell you, you can fuck up horrendously. You can say the total wrong thing. You can make the wrong judgment call. You can make a mistake that hurts people, okay? And you could still deserve joy. And if there's some part of you that hasn't forgiven yourself for anything that you think are reasons why you don't deserve joy, then you're not going to bring goodness into your life. That's you telling abundance, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to just sit this one out. Go ahead and give it to someone else. When you think about the way our society is structured, who isn't afraid to say that they deserve joy? Let's say you're in a business, you're sitting in a boardroom. Who in that room isn't afraid to give themselves joy? White men, okay? And I know that there's a lot of folks talking about, like, let's even things out and we need to shift the power. And I agree with that shit. But here's the thing. I'm not bringing white men up so we can tear them down and attack them, okay? I'm not actually into that rhetoric, and that's a whole conversation in itself. But what I can say is that there's so much for us to learn from white men. Really, there are. They've gotten into powerful positions in many ways just because they believed that they deserved it. And yes, we had societal structures in place that leaned into helping them believe that they deserved these things, but at the core of them, the fact that they believe that they deserve joy, that gets them further than most things do. And we tend to focus on the external, but that's an internal thing. And that's an internal thing that you can have, and I'm here to tell you, whether you're a white man or not. And yeah, okay, I'm a white woman saying this, so folks can come up in arms about the fact that I'm white. Totally own my privilege. I'm totally aware, or as aware as I can be in this exact moment, of how much privilege I have. But all of that being said, I didn't get to where I am by not believing that I deserved it. Somewhere inside of me, I had to believe that I deserved it. And at the core of that, for me, and I think for most people, and if you're listening to this right now, maybe, and I hope it does, resonate with you, joy is the nucleus of so much. It really is. And if you could just open yourself up to joy and say, I deserve joy. And to own that phrase that I started this episode out with, joy belongs to you. It does. Joy is your highest purpose. It is. I don't believe that we're here to suffer only. Yes, suffering is a part of our lives. Of course it is. We're human beings. We have feelings. We can be hurt. We can be physically hurt. Terrible things happen in this world. I'm not going to deny any of that. But I am here to tell you that terrible things can be happening around you, and you can still deserve joy. You do. Absolutely. And another thing I want to touch on is that it's really a good practice, and this is something I'm still working on. I don't come to you as a master, I come to you as a peer who happens to have a microphone. Holla. And I want to just talk about who's in the driver's seat of your life. So this is a metaphor that I work with for myself, and I found it to be very helpful. And if you're one of my really close friends and you're listening to this episode, maybe you're sick of hearing this because I've talked about it so many times with so many of you, but it's something that's such a piece of my healing journey in my ability to continue to embrace joy, or I guess I would say my desire to embrace joy, which isn't always easy, not even for me. I know I come off as an optimist, and I am in many ways, but there's much more to that, and there's a Venus and Scorpio hiding inside of my chart that is here to tell you that it can be a little difficult to love me sometimes because I don't let people love me, because I don't let myself have joy. But this metaphor has really helped me. So let me bring you guys along into this. So I want you to imagine, and if you're driving, maybe don't get too deep into this, okay? It's not a meditation. Be safe. But I want you to imagine that you're in a car. I guess if you are driving, it's kind of perfect, right? Anyways, you're the driver. What is next to you? Is it joy? Or is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it every good thing you've ever heard about yourself? Is it every bad thing that you've ever heard about yourself? What emotions are in the car with you? Okay? And where's your shadow side? Because shadows exist. We are not people who are only happy all the time and having a great time and so positive, and like fake positivity is fucking toxic, dude. I'm here to tell you, I run an affirmation group, and fake positivity can be fucking toxic. Also, you can reprogram your mind with positivity. Both of those statements are true, and they can coexist. So, back to the car. You're imagining yourself in a car. Where is joy? Where do you prioritize joy? Do you keep it in the back seat? Do you keep it up front? Is it sitting in your lap? Is it on top of the car? Is it not even in the vehicle with you? Think about it. Where is joy in your life? How easily accessible is joy in your life? And how much do you believe that you deserve joy? Those are just things for you to think about. And let me tell you about my car, metaphorically. My car is 28 years old, not too old, but old enough. She's been getting some miles on her, and get me around this human experience pretty smoothly. Hit a few road bumps along the way, some bigger than others, but everything's kind of intact still, so we're rolling along. Next to me in the seat of my car is joy. It is always next to me. It is a part of me, and I own that, and I radiate that, and it brings me more joy, and it brings everybody else around me more joy. In fact, it reminds other people about their own joy. And that's what I want to do. That's part of how I want to illuminate the world, is with my joy. And I want to share it because it's contagious. And that's awesome. In the back of my car, in the trunk, is my shadow side. And I keep it there where it's safe, where I can go visit it and say, hey, what's up, shadows? You a bitch sometimes, but I still love you. You know? And that's also where my ego is. Ego is a big part of why we deny ourselves joy. Because ego tells you, you deserve joy when? When you get the promotion. When you find your forever partner. When you have a baby. When you launch your epic startup company. When you are able to run the 5K and run the whole thing, then you deserve joy. And all of that is bullshit. It's ego and it's bullshit. And ego is necessary. It is. It's a part of our survival, you know? Ego is here to tell you, hey, that's hot, don't touch that. You know, it's not all bad. Just like shadow side, that's why they're together in my trunk. And then the rest of the space in my car is for gratitude and company, because I know that I can't go at it always alone. I know that there's a saying, you've probably heard it before, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I really believe in that. I wish I could quote where it actually came from, but it's been repurposed on the internet so many times I actually don't know where that original quote came from, but it's so powerful. And it's such a great reminder, right? There are times in your life that you have to go at it alone. Many, many times. And I would encourage you to get comfortable with aloneness, because there's power in that. You get to be your own best friend, your best advocate in life. You get to cheer yourself on so that other people have more reason to cheer you on because you're already on your team. And there are times where you need to reach out and you need to find community, get with your tribe. If you don't have one right now, don't beat yourself up for it. Don't use it as a reason to deny yourself joy. Use it as a reason to encourage yourself to get out of your comfort zone and go find those people that are going to support you and are going to cheer you on, because you can't always go at it alone. All of that being said, I just felt really compelled to talk about this on the podcast and have it be my first ever mini-sode, where it's just me talking from my soul center and from my heart and from spirit and what I'm hearing and feeling divinely called to share with you. This podcast is here as a creative outlet. It's also here to relay messages that I can't contain within myself. I don't think that I was born a really talkative person for nothing. I also don't believe that everything that I share is only mine. I think that I own a part of what I say, and the rest of it, I do believe there's a whole lot more to this universe that's unseen. And whether you believe in a higher power like God, or you call that person Allah, or you call them Buddha, or you don't believe in anything at all, that's okay. This is what I believe, and I encourage you to have your own beliefs and to come along this journey with me anyways, because it's so much more interesting to break bread with people that don't see everything the same way you do, because there's insight there for you to gain. And that's why I absolutely love hearing about people's religions, any kind. Okay, Scientology's a little fucking weird, sorry. Just keeping it real, that shit. I actually love aliens too. I really do. Like we're gonna do an episode about aliens soon because I love aliens so much. But not the kind of aliens that are like set up to rip people off into poverty and ruin their lives. Like in Scientology. But anyways, that sounds kind of negative, and we're not gonna go there. Maybe we'll go there in another episode. But I just wanted to bring to you my perspective and a little piece of my ponderings and what has been a big focus for me, especially because right now, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, shout out to our international listeners. That's so dope. I'm like in awe of the fact that you are here listening with us in the States. It's getting darker, and I know this time of year with holidays can just be heavy. I know that it can be hard. I have been in those situations myself. I don't have a very big family. The holidays were never a really big ordeal for me, and they honestly, they were usually a time that I fell into a depression and gained a bunch of weight and then felt worse about it because I would eat my feelings, which taste shockingly just like Oreo double stuff cookies. Sounds so good. I could go for some of those right now. Anyways, I'm just saying that I know it's a hard time for a lot of folks. And if it's not hard for you, fucking yes, that's great. Take that light that you've got shining and go light the world, please. Because folks need that. They need your warmth right now. They need your joy right now. Go share it. Go share it because it's so much better when it's amplified and shared. And if you're having a hard time cultivating it for yourself, let people know. Because how else can they come and light your candle if you don't even show them that it's out? People want to be there for you. You have to be open to being held. Let people love you. Let yourself experience joy. Tell yourself every day, if I could ask you to do something for yourself, not for me, for you, every day. Please start your day by telling yourself, joy belongs to me. And I'm telling you, over time, you'll believe it. And as you believe it, it will amplify all the goodness in your life. And yes, shitstorms will come through. We're human. Life is fucked up in many ways. That's the truth. It's also beautiful. And you're beautiful. And you matter. And joy belongs to you. And that's everything I have for you guys today. And if you like this episode, please let me know. Actually, yes, go give me ratings and reviews on iTunes because that will help me get seen. But also let me know. I would love to get some more feedback from you guys. I do have an Instagram at soulfulofit, and feel free to shoot me a message. I would love to hear what you're enjoying and anything else that you want to see come on the podcast, topics, people. I'm so open-minded to everything and so curious about how you're enjoying this podcast so far as it's coming along. And yes, if you want more mini-sodes like this where it's just me and you hanging out, let me know and I'll make it happen. And I'm just always dreaming up what's next and how I can better serve the universe and the collective, because I am you. We're mirrors. We are only but mirrors. And that's beautiful. I'm honored to be a mirror of yours because you're fucking beautiful inside and out. All right. That's it. Joy belongs to you. Bye, guys.